Poppy Playtime is a popular indie horror game developed by MOB Games. The first chapter of the game, titled Poppy Playtime Chapter 1, A Tight Squeeze, was released on October 12, 2021. Here's a brief overview. Plot in Poppy Playtime. You play as a former employee of Playtime Co., a toy manufacturing company. The story begins when you receive a mysterious letter inviting you back to the abandoned factory where you once worked. The factory, which was once thriving, has been deserted for years after the sudden disappearance of all its employees. As you explore the factory, you discover that the toys, including a sinister-looking toy named Huggy Wuggy, are alive and have become hostile. The goal is to solve puzzles, uncover the truth behind the factory's closure, and escape the increasingly dangerous environment. Gameplay exploration. You navigate through the creepy, abandoned factory, encountering various rooms and machinery. Puzzles. The game features a range of puzzles that need to be solved to progress. These often involve using the grab pack, a special tool that lets you manipulate objects from a distance. Survival horror. The game incorporates elements of survival horror, with the eerie atmosphere and the threat posed by the living toys creating a tense experience. Unique features atmosphere. The game is known for its unsettling atmosphere and creepy toy designs. The contrast between the bright, colorful toys and the dark, foreboding factory environment adds to the horror. Grab Pack. This device is crucial for solving puzzles and interacting with the environment. It extends your reach and can be used to pull objects, activate switches, and more. Huggy Wuggy. One of the game's most iconic characters, Huggy Wuggy, is a large, blue, furry toy with a menacing smile. It serves as a primary antagonist in Chapter 1. Poppy Playtime quickly gained attention for its unique blend of horror and puzzle solving and became popular among horror game enthusiasts and streamers. The first chapter was well received, and the developers have since announced further chapters, continuing the story and expanding on the game's lore. In Poppy Playtime, Chapter 2, players return to the eerie Playtime Coach toy factory, where the once innocent toys have turned malevolent. The plot thickens as players encounter Mommy Longlegs, a disturbing spider-like toy with long, stretchy limbs and a penchant for stalking. Plot. The story unfolds as players navigate the factory, which has become a nightmarish labyrinth. The primary objective is to survive the clutches of Mommy Longlegs, who forces the player into a series of deadly twisted games. As players solve puzzles and evade traps, they uncover unsettling truths about the factory's experiments with sentient toys. The chapter ends with the player escaping from Mommy Longlegs, but not before encountering Poppy, a doll who hints at even darker secrets yet to be revealed. Graphics. The game features a blend of dark, atmospheric visuals and detailed, unsettling designs. The factory's once vibrant environment is now grim and dilapidated, with a blend of realistic and exaggerated toy designs that heighten the horror. The character animations, especially for Mommy Longlegs, are fluid and eerie, enhancing the unsettling atmosphere of the factory. Gameplay. Poppy Playtime, Chapter 2, builds on the first game's mechanics with the addition of new challenges. Players use the Grab Pack, a versatile gadget that allows them to interact with their environment, solve puzzles, and escape dangers. The gameplay emphasizes exploration, puzzle solving, and stealth, with players needing to outsmart and avoid Mommy Longlegs while navigating through intricate factory areas. The tension ramps up as players must complete tasks under pressure and confront terrifying moments. Overall, Poppy Playtime, Chapter 2, combines a chilling narrative with immersive graphics and engaging gameplay, creating a suspenseful and thrilling experience. Poppy Playtime, Chapter 3, retelling of plot, graphics, and gameplay. Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 continues the horror and mystery of the Playtime Cumbered Toy Factory. After the player escaped terrifying toy monsters in previous chapters, they now venture deeper into the factory's unknown areas. In Chapter 3, the focus shifts to solving the dark mystery behind the experiments conducted on the living toys. The protagonist encounters new, more dangerous foes, while Poppy, a sentient doll, reveals more about the factory's sinister history. This chapter uncovers a storyline involving a secret division of the company that was experimenting on children to turn them into toys. The experiments went wrong, leading to the creation of monstrous creatures, including the main antagonist, a creature known as the Prototype. The player must survive against these creations while uncovering the truth behind Poppy's origins and the factory's collapse. Graphics. The atmosphere of Poppy Playtime 3 is grim, using a more polished and detailed visual style. The dark, industrial setting of the factory is infused with eerie, neon-lit hallways, claustrophobic spaces, and intricate toy assembly lines. The animation and rendering of the monstrous toys, like Huggy Wuggy and Mommy Longlegs, are more refined, emphasizing their uncanny and disturbing features. The lighting and shadows are used to amplify tension, and there are more dynamic visual effects, such as sparks from malfunctioning machines, bloodstains, and rusted walls that tell a story of neglect and horror. Gameplay. Poppy Playtime 3 builds on its survival horror and puzzle-solving mechanics. The player controls the protagonist in first-person view, navigating the toy factory's labyrinthine corridors. The core gameplay mechanics include the Grab Pack, a vital tool that allows players to manipulate objects from a distance. In this chapter, the Grab Pack gets upgraded, introducing new abilities like electricity conduction and more complex puzzle-solving potential. Much of the gameplay focuses on avoiding terrifying toy enemies that hunt the player throughout the factory. Players must rely on hiding, quick reflexes, and solving puzzles to outwit these enemies. Advanced puzzles. Chapter 3 introduces more challenging puzzles, requiring players to interact with the environment and use their Grab Pack's new capabilities to reroute power, unlock doors, or deactivate security systems. The enemies are smarter and more relentless. The Prototype, the chapter's main villain, actively hunts the player, making each encounter a tense and heart-pounding experience. The game also includes more scripted chase sequences, where the player must run through mazes of rooms and conveyors while avoiding deadly traps. Chapter 3 heightens the horror with new audio cues like distant toy movements and unsettling factory noises, keeping the player on edge as they navigate through the abandoned toy factory.